stunning images, along with its many incredible discoveries. But sometimes the science does not come hand in hand with a breathtaking view of the universe. Raise the curtain for the artists creating remarkable impressions of the cosmos.
Hubble is a fantastic telescope, but it cannot observe everything. So it collects a lot of data in the form of spectrum, for example, something which is not exactly a real image, and that's why we need to step in and create these catching illustrations and animations. And of course, many other objects in the universe, we can observe them. We know that they're there through a lot of, mathematics and physics and all kinds of interesting conclusions that the astronomers can come up with from the data, but not exactly through amazing images. So that's precisely how we step in, or why we step in, and we need to create some catching, interesting images to precisely capture the imagination and the interest of the public.
The artists working on illustrations of Hubble's discoveries have gained a great deal of experience over time. In addition, they are equipped with proper background knowledge. They ensure their illustrations and animations are as realistic as possible.
Our team has been creating these kind of illustrations and animations for Hubble since 2000, so it's been quite some years, almost 2 decades of doing this work for Hubble.
For many illustrations of astronomical discoveries, we will most likely never be able to check how well they depict reality. As well as making the illustrations as accurate as possible, the artists have another goal. They want to thrill and intrigue, creating art that grabs the attention and interest of the viewer.
We want to create catching and interesting images because the science is catching and interesting. To create catching and interesting images because the science is catching and interesting.
It is photoshopped, but it has to be. It is photoshopped, but it has to be.
Particular.
What we were doing basically was just the opposite. We were trying to find where no observation had been made before. We were trying to find where no observation had been made before.
For 12 years, to have this kind of unexpected, very large mistake take place.
The Hubble team was still repairing the reputation of the telescope. Flaw in the main mirror produced blurry images for nearly 3 years.
You're the Deputy Missions Operations Manager, right?
Yes, I am, but I'm not at liberty to talk to you about specific Hubble items.
Well, I'm not asking for specific Hubble items. I mean, well, let me ask this general question. Are you able to view Hubble in real time?
To view Hubble in real time? No,
yeah, are you able to obtain and view a real-time image of Hubble as it is right now, wherever it is?
No, we can't do that.
Or is there any other vehicle that can view Hubble in operation?
Not that I'm aware of.
Have there been any real-time high definition video images of Hubble at 330 miles or so?
Not that I'm aware of.
There are none.
Not that I'm aware of. No, I know there was no video showing that. No.
How does it move position? How do you change the position of it?
I suggest that you open up a little bit more on.
No, I mean I have the data right up in front of me. I mean it's right on your website. It's right here, spacecraft and instruments. I'm looking. It's right on the left-hand side. It's an entire PDF. It says what the Hubble's capabilities are, how it maneuvers, how it changes direction.
That's just rotating the vehicle. That is not changing altitude. That is not changing trajectory. That is not changing orbit.
So you're saying that Hubble actually stays at the same altitude through every orbit and it doesn't decay in altitude. It doesn't lose altitude.
It loses altitude because of atmospheric drag.
So over 20 years at 330 miles, we do the mathematics, behaving the same way the ISS is, losing about a mile and a half to 2 miles every 5 minutes. The rough calculations tell me that Hubble could be within visual eyesight view without a telescope, without binoculars. You'd be able to have literally line of sight from ISS to take maybe a Canon 100mm, 300mm camera assessment or adjustment. I'm sorry?
Are you familiar with orbital mechanics?
Yes, sir, I am.
Okay, so obviously you know during solar minimums, the atmosphere contracts and there's very, very little drag at Hubble's altitude.
You're still going to have the atmospheric drag because neither vehicle is in free space, a vacuum.
Right.
Neither vehicle.
Right.
Neither vehicle.
Right.
Neither vehicle.